a lot of times, if the plants have been sitting around, they'll start to get root bound.
Yep.
Okay, this really isn't bad. You could undo it this way.
He's just pulled it out, and we're looking at the
it.
square of soil that's holding on to the roots very, very tightly.
Yep.
On this Beefmaster tomato.
Yep. And what we'll do is on something like this, we'll actually pinch off this lower foliage. Okay, and we'll pinch off.
Oh, the
here.
way you're taking off all the.
This is
just
horrible,
like
isn't
a
it?
little canopy on top.
Yep. And then what we'll do is we'll bury it deep to here.
Whoa.
Okay, and we'll pinch out the flowers, so no more flowers.
You're talking, and so for listeners sitting at home, looking in their Western gardening book, you're talking like 8 inches, 9 inches buried into the soil.
Of course, not a problem. Because when you bury it now this deep, it will put out all brand new roots. You've pinched out the flowers, and this plant will just explode. But, you know, tomatoes are one of the few plants you ever do. Don't do peppers, don't do eggplants, or you'll kill them.
Okay, good to know. Well, why do you pinch the flowers off?
Because we don't want them to start producing right now.
Okay.
You know, John, he wants to have them a little bit later.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're changing the mode of the plant. You're saying don't make tomatoes now, make roots now.
And what we want to do is healthy roots, healthy plant first, then blossoms, and then fruit.
This is nice, too, because then I won't get depressed when the blossoms fall off in the car on the way home from the nursery.
You're
That's
doing
right.
it a favor.
Yes, and we'll pinch
That's
them.
so good.
All right, well, let's look at those cases.
Okay. And see, what's great about these guys is you can extend them to. It's a little easier to do this on the ground where you have on concrete, John. It doesn't really work that well. But
So where do you plant
here?
them? Do you plant the plants on the outside and train them up?
Yeah, what I'll do is at my house, and I plant them really close. So I've got 3 on each side. And then last year, I decided I was going to outsmart myself, and I put one in the middle. Problem is, how do you pick the fruit?
I know, I was going to ask you that.
That was a little difficult towards the end of the season.
Frank Burkard Jr., thanks so much for having us at your nursery at the corner of Orange Grove and Lincoln in Pasadena.
Thank you very much for coming. You come back again, and let's talk peppers.